Hey everyone, this is Tom from MonTac here, and we are back at again with another match of the week, but not just any match of the week. This is going to be for the Master Tactician Challenge Tournament, and this is the grand final to decide who will be the next challenger for APOC's Master title. This is coming between Minismoke, who is the current Pro Champion, and Silver, who won the last Pro Tournament back in April. Both have put in exceptional performances to get here, and this is going to be an absolute banger. We've had the first game go down with Minismoke claiming it. We are now into the second game with a lot left in the tank. Silver is running Angel Termination, while Minismoke is running some sort of Monster Termination, it would seem. We're going to have to see who will come out on top. Minismoke was talking about this matchup previously, and really spoke about how he was considering all the different ways this match could go, and it seems very evident based on his deck choice that he is looking to completely counter that Angel Termination build, a build that Silver is famous for, which took it to win the April 2023 Pro Tournament. It's incredibly important for Minismoke to shut down that strategy and any momentum from it, and really take over this match. Crazy thing about Monster is they have a great anti-constant strategy where they can pop constants, they can spin back enemy monsters, a very control-based maneuver. But as for Silver, they're based on repetitive beating over aggression. It's a little bit slower than most aggro decks, but once you get to the very end, you can have a 10,000 Bale with like 5 or 6 attacks, and it starts to get pretty hard to handle. Minismoke right now is on, I think it might be turn 7 or 8, and they are doing the best they can with their resources. Definitely not as much health as Silver, but we'll have to see if that really affects him in the long run. The Master Tactician tournament only happens twice a year, so the loser of this match will have to wait 6 months to get back up to this level. Definitely a very high stakes game for Silver. She cannot afford to lose a single game out of this best of 3 now. It's very, very scary for her right now. She does have the advantage in terms of assets to boost her Beowulf, but deck-wise she is starting to lack a little bit, which could be the differentiator when it comes down to that late game resource grab. Once again, passing it over. Thank you again to Judge Lucky for taking care of this matchup while we commentate. Roll of 2 for Silver. Let's see what she can do with this. Like I said, there is only one chance for them to get the title right now, and it is through this matchup. If they can win this and then beat APOC for the Master title, they will etch their names into history as the second Master Tactician ever. A feat that no one can claim right now. Roll a 2 for Silver. Let's see what she's going to do. Putting 2 cards in from the hand into the asset due to that Ryan right there. Stacking up the asset even further. Definitely cementing she is looking to finish this match with either her Beowulf or the Archangel. Let's see what she's got. What has she got? The suspense is killing. I don't know where she goes from here. Let's see what she goes for. Beowulf makes his appearance. Beowulf is a card that when it perishes, you may put 2 cards from your asset pile to the perish pile to play him, or sorry, not play him, but return him to your asset pile. Basically, you can send 2 cards from your asset pile to the perish pile when he perishes to revive him. And that's why she's stacking her asset. And then the main way that Minismoke has been able to survive for so long is simply bouncing back at that Beowulf with that Blader. Really strong card, that Monster Blader. Without it, I think Minismoke would be in a lot worse position. Really relying on that strategy right now. Final turn before sudden death. Both players refusing to give in. It's a roll of 3. Minismoke is gaining the health points rapidly with that stained glass star, but unfortunately it's only 1 health point per turn, so it's not exactly, I guess it's not as rapid as I said. It is happening, but it's taking its time. As for Silver, I'd love to see why they haven't gone to their termination so quickly, although once you take a gander at the actual field itself, you can see Monstarmy Blader is there, and that has the ability that during a player's turn, you can sacrifice a constant in play to bounce a monster in play. Generally, I think it's an enemy monster you have to bounce, but it can just immediately one-shot that termination. So Silver's going to need to get rid of that Monstarmy Blader before they can drop everything else down. Coconut Hut hits the field. Another very strong card. Minismoke's going to have to really think about. Silver is drawing out Minismoke to use those health points, because while Minismoke is on 5, yeah, they're baiting out the termination. See, the thing here for Silver is, if Minismoke sacks the 4 to get rid of it, Minismoke will not be able to use their widespread termination. But also, if they use Blader to pop it, that means that Silver can play termination afterwards. This is a very, very skillful play from Silver, and Minismoke is going to have to figure this out. Can they figure it out in time, though, is the question. Widespread termination sits on Minismoke's field. He needs 6 health points to sacrifice and use it to board wipe Silver. But if he allows that Alfred cycle with Coconut Hut to happen, it becomes another huge problem. This is a very difficult position for the pro champion to be in. Silver is looking for any opening here. Gonna play Monstarmy Dragon Balumbra in response. This will shut off Coconut Hut from activating while Balumbra is in play. Great play from Minismoke, but it will mean they are using their asset more. The question is from Silver, while they are going to lose their card, they forced out Balumbra, and it looks like she's very happy with this outcome. She is starting to laugh in the chat. What is she planning? We're about to find out. Balumbra, of course, also has 3 attacks thanks to those double glow jaws discarded earlier. And we're going Beowulf. Now Beowulf is online. Here we go. Will this be for Beowulf's time to shine? Beowulf is going to engage a monster. Blader could be used to counter this, but again, potentially Silver has something else she can do to counter this Monstarmy Blader constantly bouncing back her monsters. That Monstarmy Generator is definitely doing a lot of good work there for the Blader. Swing into Balumbra, and we're going to see a response from Minismoke. Popping a card, popping the Coconut Hut, bouncing back an enemy monster. And they're going to bounce back the Ryan, not the Beowulf. Why was this done? We're about to find out. We're going to shield blocking the attack. Ryan added back to hand. An incredibly skillful play there from Minismoke, shutting off both the Coconut Hut and the aggression from Beowulf, while also stopping them from gaining a lot more cards in the asset due to Ryan. Really nicely done. Roll of 4. Minismoke now has a bit of an advantage, but they do not have the most powerful monster on board. However, with that earphones in, down the middle, that small little guy on the roll, I think class 1, he can rise to the power of any monster he attacks, so he could match Beowulf very easily here. I'm not sure where Beowulf is at. I don't know if it's been powered up. I believe it might still be at its base strength. Even still, it is the most powerful monster on the board. Going to use 2 regens. This is surely a huge flag for Silver. Will Silver allow both their monsters to perish due to this widespread termination? And termination is dropped, sacking 6, removing their entire board. And Beowulf can use its specialty, but Silver has stacked their asset pile. This is not going to be as easy as Minismoke hoped. I don't think this is going to be easy at all. It goes back into asset, once again revive, this time getting an additional attack and 1700 power. Beowulf is going to be incredibly scary right now. Weighing up her options. She can go a bunch of different things here, but we'll have to see what she ends up picking. Valiant Angel. Ben hits the field. During the player's turn, they can revive an angel. Very nice, very nice. Earphones is going to engage the Ben. Interesting choice here. It will match the Ben, making them both 2700. Oh, sorry, I think it might actually gain Ben. Sorry, I don't know if it actually... I don't think it matches. And they're going to play Beowulf through Ben. What happens now, though? Has Earphones taken it down? Earphones takes it down. Minismoke is in an interesting predicament here. Blader can bounce back that Beowulf. Yeah, Blader can bounce back the Beowulf, which will leave Silver wide open for an attack here. The question is, now with Beowulf back in her hand, does she have the condition? Is this it? Is this it? Has Minismoke completely shut off all the resources? Is this game? That is game. Minismoke wins the match. Unfortunately has played Beowulf, which means that... Silver played Beowulf, and unfortunately that will be part of the conditions for her Beowulf. It is shut off, and Minismoke wins the match. Congratulations, Minismoke. You will be challenging the Master Tactician next week for the Master title. Well done, both players. This was a little bit longer than I will show, I will admit. They've been playing for a long time, and they both have played incredibly well. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This has been Tom.